Bond and Bond Forestry and Aromic Eastern Red Cedar is what we got. And we're just cutting a lot of wood right now, selling a lot of logs. Some of it goes to China, some of it goes to the lumber yards and stuff around here. But it is Aromic Eastern Red Cedar. These are 2x8s right here. We got super slabs, 20-inch wide. We even got one over there, 32-inch wide on the bottom. Rare stuff, and we're not going to let up. We're going to keep pressing in. Got about 4 people steadily logging and piling it up and loading it on trucks and getting it sent to these mills like this. Another one up in Mart, Texas and stuff, and we're just going to continue. So there's really nothing that we can't get when it comes to Aromic Eastern Red Cedar. Have a blessed day. Psalms 91. Awesome. To make that bigger stuff like that right there on there. Some of this red meat, Aromic.
Smells good. Yeah, yes, it does.
Yeah, it's Aromic Red Cedar. Then there you go. As soon as you sand it or plane it, it's going to turn back red like this. Even this will. Then you put your poly on or whatever you want to put on it and hold your color out like that. So you get the purples and the reds and the yellows and oranges. There's some yellows and oranges like that. And this one is about, I don't know, it's probably at least 12 or 13 foot long. Yeah. I sent 120 board linear foot of this to Greenville last week. They're going to make 120 feet of bars. They're going to send them to us, pictures of them, and we're going to check them out. And they're super excited. They loved it. It's the color they want. It's going to be the elephant in the room. It's going to make everything pop. Then you got smaller slabs like this, like people trying to learn how to do epoxy and stuff like that. So what they do is they can start with smaller slabs. There's your red. There's your reds and stuff in there. And as soon as you sand it,
right, it just oxidizes until you put something on it.
Well, it's so hot. We're running about 105 degree index right now this time of year here in Texas. And it's just what we got and how it is.
That's ridiculous. That cedar that big.
Right. This is extremely rare, being that wide. I think this thing is 30 inches wide. It's a freak. It's a freak of a piece.
Right.
Anything over 20 is just massive for Texas, and that is Eastern Red Cedar. You don't find them 300-year-old ones very much no more. So when we slab them like we did over there and stuff like this, when we come across them big ones like that, we slab a lot of them because they're so rare for tabletops, countertops, and what have you. The next slabs we'll do, we'll leave them 20, and then there'll be a flush end on this through the mill, and that's what I call wall ready. So they're already ready to set in down a wall on a bar.
But you're going to leave one live edge on
one live edge on the part they're sitting at, and then the smooth side on the outside. That way it'll press up and it's ready to be set up in a house. Or you can flip 2 pieces that are the number 2 and number 3 cut out of there, and then you cut them straight, and then you flip them over, and you'll have a kit big enough for giant kitchen tables and stuff like that. Real rare stuff. Really, you can't even put a price on something somebody would do that with and set that table up just because it becomes a family heirloom. You know, it's tremendous. It's beautiful. But he'll run this Lucas mill. He's got slabbers and planers, and he'll cut up stuff for us. Slabbing it, planing it, it will cut up to 50 inches wide with that slabber on it. It uses blades to cut 8-inch lumber, 2x8. This is some stuff we cut. We had to leave some live edge because we're doing some live edge picnic tables for a guy's doing them. So we got some of it left live edge. So the outside pieces on the picnic tables will have the live edge, and at the top of the table on the outsides it'll have live edge, and then it'll be squared wood in the center of it. So there's some 2x8s right there. Hard to find. Hard to find a cedar 2x8.
Wow.
They're real rare. real rare, but you can put two of them together and make beams, or use them like they are. You can triple them up and make you some massive beams that would run through the inside of a cabin or something like that. Super nice stuff. Some of these are 9 and 10 foot long. Those are 8. We can cut some 16 to 20 footers. I think that's set up to run about 16, 17 foot right now.
Yeah.
So 17 foot 2x8s, and you triple them up and run them through there. Super cool beams, stuff like that.
And you were cutting some tree beams, right?
Yeah, I've got 8x8s and 6x6s. I got some I took to Mahia. I got some in lumberyard in Naples, Texas at Naples Hardware and Supply, which is also a lumberyard. There's some up there. Slabs we mostly sell individually because the people are usually project people, which we have sold several up at Naples on there, but people that like to do their own stuff, retired, they have a good shop, it's cool in the summer, hot, warm in the winter, and they can get in there and make them some stuff. They can get that from us for $200 and turn it into a $2,000 piece in 1 week.
Right.
You know, so we have a lot of people that do stuff like that. And these are kind of cool. You've never seen these before. These are live cedar wraps. And what you can do is you can put them on the corner of a house and then run your cross cuts through there and make your place look like a cabin. Or you can wrap your inexpensive, cheap looking wooden post on your porch with these live edge cedar ones. Blow the bark off, pressure washer or hand do them, and then seal it, and then you have live edge real cedar, and it takes 2 per post.
Per post.
Yeah, and here's one right here, and you can see it's cut out perfectly square. See how it is? It's cut out perfectly square, and these are real cool because you can't really find them nowhere else. Nobody else has really thought about it or considered it. So
what are those?
They run about 150, 160 bucks a piece. Okay. Yeah, they're real inexpensive compared for what they do.
Right.
The property value upgrade that they'll put on there.
And when you debark them, they're going to be the red color as long as you stain them.
When you debark them and you sand them a little bit, I want to show you, you have to look on there on finished round cedar post on Google, because there's different things you can put on the outside of them, and people use several. There's 30 or 40 different possibilities to do it, and everybody seems like they choose something different.
Right.
But it's kind of on them what they want to do with it, how they want to finish it and stuff like that. I really don't do a lot of referrals on who they use to work with, because I don't want a contractor that does their work for them to reflect on where they got the wood, and sometimes that happens.
That's right.
You know, it's like about selling brick. When they used to sell brick, they'd sell them the brick, and if they get a contractor's name from us and they use them and they wasn't satisfied with his work, they'd call me. So I really don't refer. I encourage everybody to pick out their own contractor and somebody that they trust to work on the stuff, especially where they live. All right.
Alright, lifers, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and we're gone. So I'm gonna